Hi, I'm Taryn Stragnall. I'm the Product Manager for Labour Law for Managers. Research recently found that absenteeism is the reason South Africa is losing its competitive edge. Every time you think you've heard all the excuses your employees use to stay away from work, a new one crops up. So let me tell you about some of the most common tricks employees play and how you can deal with them. 7 tips to deal with the cheap tricks your employees use to get time off. Number 1, you don't have to accept a traditional healer's note. Often, an employee will say he went to a traditional healer and can't give you a doctor's note. Traditional healers who are registered will have practice numbers and are able to give sick notes. The only time you have to accept a sick note is if you're in KwaZulu-Natal. If you live outside the borders, you don't have to accept a traditional healer's note. Number 2, you don't always need to grant leave for staff who attend cultural ceremonies. There are so many of these, and they can involve lengthy time off. Most of them are planned in advance, so you can ask your employee to take annual leave in advance. Number 3, cultural reasons. Employees will often tell you cultural reasons are the reason they can't provide proof of death or birth, but you need to insist on having this proof as part of your absenteeism policy. Number 4, I went to the clinic, but they were too busy to give me a note. Most clinics are happy to give sick certificates. Don't accept this as an excuse, particularly if the employee's job depends on it. Number 5, I asked my brother to phone you, but he didn't. If an employee is sick, he must phone you himself. If he's unconscious or really too ill to, then a relative must contact you as soon as possible. Number 6, I didn't have airtime, didn't know the number, or I didn't have any money. Make sure your subordinates know how to contact you. If they genuinely don't have any money, they can send you a please call me. They can't use this as an excuse. Number 7, I had to collect my driver's license, passport, ID, etc., but it was too late to come into work when I was finished. Your employees need to plan these activities in advance and ask for a day's paid leave. But the easiest way of all to stop employees abusing time off is to have a strict absenteeism policy in place. Find out how to get yours by going to www.fspbusiness.co.za.